Hey guys, Sri Lankan Sammy, welcome to the new channel. Welcome to my lovely home in Sri Lanka. I am starting out fresh and new with this brand new channel, Retire in Southeast Asia with Sammy. Join me, why don't you, on this absolutely amazing new adventure that I am doing, talking to you about my life, how I got here, what I'm doing now, and where I'm going in the future. I'm a 56-year-old Canadian, Sri Lankan citizen, semi-retired here in Sri Lanka. Where am I going? How did I get here? Today we're going to talk about that, and this channel is going to be here for you. Why don't we see each other on the other side? Hey, I'm Sri Lankan Sammy. Let's talk about life after 50. Real talk, no BS. How I went from Canada via South Korea to now chasing my forever home in Southeast Asia. Join me for this next chapter. Hey guys, welcome to the first vlog of my brand new channel. For my loyal subscribers, a lot of this information is going to be redundant and new, and not new, but for my new subscribers, it's going to be a welcome to you. So I'm not going to do any flashy videos or scripting of any kind. I am basically a walk and talk kind of guy. And this channel is going to focus really specific on what you can do to get to your dream. Now, if your dream matches with mine, that's great. You know, I can offer up advice on what not to do. I'm not going to give you advice on what you should do. I'm going to talk about what I'm doing. Okay? Ooh, something just hit me there. That's the other thing, walking around in Sri Lanka at 12 o'clock on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. There's lots of bugs flying around. So why do you want to watch my channel? Well, I'm not offering anything you don't already know. What I'm saying is I'm showing you what I've done, how I've overcome mistakes in my life, and maybe I can inspire you to take that first step, right? So today's video, we're going to talk about where did I come from. So I'm 56 years old. I'm single, divorced, 20 years now, semi-retired, no kids, no debt. That is the biggest thing, no debt. I love being not in debt. So where did I come from? Well, obviously I'm Sri Lankan. My parents are Sri Lankan. My parents are still alive in their mid to late 80s. And I have a younger brother in Canada. My dad was a diplomat. So I was actually born in, my brother and I were both born in Beijing, China. I was born in 1968. I was actually born on Christmas Day. I'm a Christmas baby. Let's go this way. Beautiful day today, not too hot. Nice and sunny. Get that walk in today and get the sunshine, get that vitamin D. So my dad was stationed in Beijing. I was born there, my brother was born there, and then my dad got stationed in Italy. After about 4 years, we moved to Italy. Now, I spoke Sinhalese, which is what my parents speak, and I spoke Mandarin, which is what everybody around me spoke. So, good morning. And so I developed those languages. Then when I moved to Italy, we were there for 2 years, and I picked up Italian very easily. I also went to school there. At that point, my parents decided that the traveling life was just too much for having 2 young kids, young family, because we were now living in London. And after about a year of traveling around Europe, my dad resigned, and through his eldest brother, who was a Canadian citizen, got sponsored. My uncle was actually a federal judge when he retired, but he was a lawyer at that time, 1975, 1976. So we arrived in Canada and settled in Toronto. And, you know, first was Scarborough, then for a short time, then we bought a house in Mississauga. No, in downtown Toronto. Sorry, Etobicoke? Maybe Etobicoke? I can't remember. It was St. Clair and Dufferin area. That's Toronto. That's the west side of Toronto. So we lived there for a couple of years in an Italian neighborhood. And the teacher actually told my parents that I couldn't understand English. So they stopped speaking Sinhalese and Italian, because at that time I spoke fluent Italian. And I lived in an Italian neighborhood. They plopped me down in front of the TV, in front of Sesame Street, and I learned English, which is why I speak English with a Canadian accent or a Western accent, whereas my mother speaks with a British accent. Would you like some water with your tomato? And look at the squirrel. So, and my dad speaks with, you know, the traditional South Asian accent. But, and then also my brother, he speaks natural, native North American accent English, because he's 2 years younger than me. So, grew up in Mississauga, then we moved to Mississauga, lived there for a few years. And then I think in junior high, we moved to a small town called Bradford, which I grew up there. So from about 14 to 18, I was there in this small town. And when I finished there, I moved to Toronto for university. Did that. And during that time, I was in the nightclub business, the DJ business, the marketing business. I worked at a club in Newmarket. And then when I moved to the city, I worked in clubs in the city. And I ended up doing quite well. I became a promoter. In those days, it's not like it was today. We're talking 1986, 1988. And I did quite well back then. I loved it because I was a real social guy. But, you know, I needed that career. Those jobs were not salary. They were strictly, you know, weekly or whatever. I don't even remember. It's 35 years ago. So when I decided to move to a career, I didn't use my education because I had been working part-time as a telemarketer. So I worked as a telemarketer at the phone company, and I was really good. And when I graduated university, they were like, you know, do you want to come and work for us full-time? Because I was working nights. And being in Canada, you can work, you know, a full shift because of the time zones spread across the country, right? Whereas 6 p.m. in Vancouver, 9 p.m. in Vancouver, it's only 6 p.m. in Toronto. So I can work a full shift after school. Anyway, so they offered me a huge amount of money, so of course I took it. Now at this time I was still doing the nightclub stuff on the weekends, and the career was taking off. So I was doing well with the money, and I was living downtown Toronto in a nice condo, a nice luxury condo on the waterfront. And then that's when I met my ex-wife. So I met her, I was about 27, 28, and she was, you know, 18, 19. We didn't hit it off right away. It took a couple of years, but from the time we started dating till the time we divorced was about 10 years. And I got a huge promotion at work, like huge, from inside junior salesman to account executive outside salesman. But it meant I had to move about an hour outside of the city. So we moved, she got a job, and we started living our lives. We got married, bought a house, A couple years later, I got promoted again, and I had to move back to the city. Sold a house, moved back to the city, bought a condo. A couple years after that, amicably, we decided to divorce. Reasons are neither here nor there. It was basically we grew apart because of stress. She wasn't happy with her life. I wasn't happy with my life, but we stayed amicable for the first year or so after we separated. Today, I don't speak to her. It was about a year after we divorced that I stopped speaking with her. I have no idea what's going on in her life. And I'll get into that in the next video. But before we do that, guys, check it out. Sri Lankan Sammi merchandise. Guys, you gotta check out my merch store. If you really wanna support this channel and it's growing, I really need your help in clicking that like button. I know you're subscribing. I see you subscribing. Click the like button, click the share button, share it with your friends. And most importantly, click that bell icon so you know when the new videos are coming out. And to help me get my channel in front of others so that I can get monetized, that would really help me, is comment. Please comment. That gets this channel in front of the algorithm, in front of people just like you. Support the channel, truly appreciate it. Don't forget, 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, live streams on Sundays. Sometimes I'm gonna do live streams on Wednesdays, but for now, in August and September, we're gonna do 3 videos a week. Let me know what topics you wanna hear. Let me know what you want me to talk about. So this week, we're gonna talk about where I came from. Next video is gonna be, my life in South Korea, why I left Canada for South Korea in 2007, and my life in South Korea, and then coming to Sri Lanka and the future. Where is my future going? Hey guys, Sri Lankan Sammi here. Thank you for watching the video. If you like what you're seeing, please think about subscribing and liking. Also, to help the channel get out in front of other people just like you, if you could comment, that will help the algorithm get it out there. And hit that bell icon so that you know when the next video is dropping. I truly appreciate that. If you want to sponsor me, scan the QR code right here, or click the link down below, buy me a coconut. Or if you are interested in life coaching, I offer that right here. Scan this QR code or click the link down below. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi, retire in Southeast Asia. We'll see you all on the other side. I worked as a senior executive at the phone company, making crap ton of money, like ridiculous amounts of money. But, I was stupid back then, naive, ignorant, and the money kept coming, so I just kept spending. And more money kept coming, and I spent more, because every time I spent, more money would come in. But eventually, I love cats. They're so shy. We used to have a dog, but it passed away. My parents adopted one of the street dogs that is in our complex about 10, 15 years ago. She was a stray. They took care of her, brought her into the house. Eventually, she became an indoor dog. But she passed away a couple months ago of old age. But she had a great life. My parents took really good care of her. The food sometimes was better than what I ate. Anyway, but we can't have a cat because Mom is allergic to cats. So we can't have a cat. Although I want one. I've always had cats. When I was a kid, I had 2 dogs. But when I moved out of my parents' home and became an adult and had my own place, I always had cats. I always had 2, right up until even in Korea, until I left Korea. Anyway, so my career really took its toll on my health and my stress and I don't think my psychological level, but the stress. So, local recycling truck is coming by. So, sorry about that. That's what you get for living in the countryside. So I live in the countryside. I live in a town called Jayala, which is halfway between Colombo and the airport, on the central west side of the country. And if you guys are interested in some of my older videos, please go back to my old channel. The link is down below, where you can see all of my old videos. I got 1,000 videos going back 5 years to my time in Korea, to my travels all over the world, all over Southeast Asia. But coming up in 6 weeks, Sri Lankan Sammi will become Sammi in Cebu, where I will be living in Cebu, Philippines for 6 months, showing you guys how someone can do that. I'll be talking a lot more about that as the days go on. Don't worry, we're gonna get into it. But today, let's wrap up with where I came from. Someone's learning how to drive. So 2006, 2007 is when I divorced because of the stress of my job. There was no more joy in the marriage. It was, like I said, it was very amicable. And what I ended up doing was I took an early retirement package from my company. It was 2007, the middle of the worst financial crisis in the world. So I decided to take an early retirement. Mokada? Mang single chutak tere no. Mang may minusu man danne how the man danne. He's trying to. So what I was saying, I don't speak Sinhala that well, but I don't know who lives here because I think he's looking for whoever lives there. But I said, sorry, I don't speak Sinhala. I don't understand what you're asking, but I said I don't know who lives there. I speak Sinhala a little bit, and I understand it a little bit more than I can speak it. I don't get enough practice. Taking a step back, I actually forgot to tell you guys. Again, I have 2 passports. I have 2 permanent residences. One in Korea, obviously, and one in Thailand. And I'm gonna try to get my long visa in Philippines. I'm gonna see the options, and that's another video that we're gonna do. We're gonna look at the visa options in Philippines. Because what I'm trying to figure out is, where am I gonna retire to? Because I'm semi-retired now. I still work online in South Korea. So I earn money in South Korea and I bring it into Sri Lanka. We're gonna talk about money. We're gonna talk about how to transfer money. We're gonna talk about online transfers, different companies, how to transfer money, how to manage money. I'm not gonna give money advice. I'm gonna tell you what I do, because I've done the research, what AI tools I use to help me. What kind of services I use when I travel, like what kind of booking services, what kind of eSIM services, what kind of VPNs I use, how do I protect myself medically, insurance. We're gonna talk about all these different things that I do that you forget about when you are retiring. Because when you go on vacation, you don't worry about those things. It's all included in your package. You don't worry about an eSIM because you're just using Wi-Fi at the resort. You don't worry about travel insurance because you're only going for a week and you buy the health insurance from the flight ticket or from your credit card. You don't worry about VPNs and stuff like that because you're not working remotely. You're not buying things online. You're not doing business, like personal business, for 6 months or a year. You're not worrying about those things when you go on vacation. But when you semi-retire or retire, you gotta worry about those things. You gotta think about them. How much is a dentist going to cost? How much is medical going to cost? How do I get a part for my washing machine? You know, those are the things you need to figure out, right? So I'm gonna be talking a lot about the little things that we forget about, that I've experienced. So going back, right? I have 2 passports, 2 permanent residences. I lived in Korea for 16 years. And now 3 years in Sri Lanka. I'm a Sri Lankan citizen. I have bank accounts in Thailand, South Korea, and Sri Lanka. How do I transfer money around? We're gonna talk about that. What kind of accounts do I have? I have investments in South Korea and in Sri Lanka. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and gold. And term deposits. How do I maximize those? How do I manage those? Those are the things we're going to talk about in future videos. I have lived in 10 countries. I have spoken 9 languages. I speak about 4 right now. But when I go to Philippines, I'll probably pick up Cebuano very quickly because that's the local dialect. I'll pick that up very quickly. I'm very good at picking up languages. I learned Thai in like 6 weeks. Basic Thai, not fluent, but basic, enough to go shopping, chat with the pretty girls. But yeah. And I've visited about 100 countries. I've never been south of the equator though. Never been south of the equator. I've been close. I mean, Sri Lanka is only 600 kilometers and Singapore is about 150, but I've never traveled south of the equator. So, you know, I will one day. Bali is on the list of countries I want to go to. It's so expensive, so not a place I really want to go because it's too touristy. And I have a travel buddy. I have my best friend. You guys are going to meet her, Lady Sarah, in October when she comes to Cebu. I've been friends with her for 10 years. I have another friend, Princess Jasmine. Princess Jasmine, these are just my nicknames for her. She is a good friend, just a friend. Lady Sarah and I, we, you know, just full disclosure, we dated a long time ago, but we're just friends now. But, you know, she's single, Lady Sarah. She and I have these ideas and these plans that we're going to try to work together to accomplish. And we're going to talk about that in the future. Princess Jasmine is just my great friend and like my buddy. And, you know, we get along so well and we've traveled together twice. She came to Pattaya one time with me and to Cebu 2 years ago. Lady Sarah has traveled with me 4 times. Pattaya twice. Krabi, Vietnam. Yeah, so 4 times. So what I do is she works as a teacher as well. I'm an online teacher as well. She works face-to-face, so she has to go back home. So the way Korea has their holidays is that sometimes the holidays are like January and March. So instead of me flying back twice, I'll just stay where I am. So last time I stayed in Pattaya. Sorry, we met in Krabi, then I flew to Pattaya after the vacation. And then I stayed in Pattaya for 6 weeks. And then I flew to Vietnam to meet her. And then flew back to Sri Lanka. I like to fly business class. I love it. I'll show you guys how to get the best business class deals in Southeast Asia and how to fly locally cheap. You know, flying, when I landed I stayed in Subic Bay for 6 months 2 years ago. And then I was there for a week, and then the family, my brother flew in and my parents flew in to meet up in Cebu. So I had to take a local flight, and I ended up taking a propeller airplane with Cebu Pacific, and that was exciting. But getting those flights, you know, how to make sure to get to where you're going without delays or cancellations, and luggage and all of those wonderful things, how to figure that out. We're all going to talk about all of these things. Visas. Visas are the biggest problem people forget about. It's ridiculous how people forget about their visas. Did you know in the Philippines, if you extend your visa, you got to keep the paperwork, like the receipts and stuff, not just the physical stamp in your passport, the actual paperwork. So we're going to talk about all these things. We're going to go into detail. The next video, you guys join me, please. Click the link down below, support the channel, send out your love, okay? Comment. Let's get a dialogue going. Let me know what you guys think. And remember, learn to live life. Don't let life live you. Always be good to each other. And remember, here's the catchphrase, we'll see you all on the other side. I'm Sri Lankan Sammi. Thanks again, everyone.